Hello and good evening, everybody. On this Memorial Day, it is Monday, May 26th, and I'm Chris Allen. Here with your 270 weather for the 270 area code and beyond. Okay, I'm a little late tonight. It's after 8:17 to be exact. And I hope that you had a great Memorial Day. It turned out to be great, I thought. I mean, a little cool, a little cloudy, but we didn't have any rain until now, and now it's gonna start raining, and it's gonna rain tonight, and it's gonna rain pretty much all day tomorrow. I can tell you that. The rain is coming in. I'll show you the radar here in just a moment. But first, let's check the Plano cam as we look outside as night falls here on Southern Kentucky and the 270. And you can see the clouds thickening up as it gets darker. There's still a bit of a breeze out there. It hasn't started raining here yet. Well, wait a minute. I think I do see a raindrop or two. If you look real close, you can see a couple of raindrops. But there's a little bit of light rain that is beginning to pull in and will be with us throughout the night tonight and into the day tomorrow. So, but that was expected. That was expected. So it's on its way, and we're about to get some of that here in a little bit. Let's check the numbers from today. The high 72. I think this is like, I don't know, the second, third day in a row that we've hit 72. Let's see. I'm looking back at my numbers here. 72 today, 72 yesterday. Yep. 72 the day before. That's Friday. So 3 days in a row, we have hit 72 degrees for an official high, 9 degrees cooler than normal. 81 is the normal. 59 has been our low. No rainfall past 24 hours until now. And we're beginning to see the rain pushing in. Here's a look at radar. And you can see those showers making their way into and across the 270. It's mostly light rain. Some of this may not even be reaching the ground yet, but I think based on the numbers I've been seeing, it's starting to actually hit the ground, especially back toward Madisonville, Hopkinsville, Clarksville, Nashville, and especially south of Nashville. You're really starting to get some pretty good rainfall now. All this up top of us or north of us along Interstate 64 between, say, Mount Vernon, Evansville, and Louisville. Some of that's just sprinkles that's coming down, but the rain gets heavier as you go further south. And so the rain will continue to get heavier as we continue throughout the evening. As you can see, it's all moving east. So if it's not raining on you now, it will be soon. Uh, it's going to start to cover the area pretty well here very shortly. So yeah, there you go. Looking like it's going to be a little rainy at times. Here's a look at the satellite view. And where is the satellite view? It's not there. Okay. Well, I was going to show it to you, but it's not there for some reason. So we'll move on. We go to the Kentucky Mesonet Network, and we check things out there, current temperatures and all of that. And as you can see, we've got mostly 60s all across the area this evening. It's been a nice day. And as I said, low 70s. That's been it. Rainfall. Let's look at since midnight. And it's really not going to show anything here yet because it's just getting started. But back into Western Kentucky, you can see that there have been a few places that have picked up 200ths, not 2/10, but 200ths of an inch. 400s back in Trigg County, a little over a tenth of an inch there at Murray, Callaway County, 1400s over in Fulton County. That's about the only places that have really picked up any measurable rainfall. But it's going to start to measure up here too once it gets going. There's some places east of us that have picked up a little bit of that same light rain, southeastern Kentucky today. Let's check winds, and they are coming out of the east northeast, light at around 5 miles per hour. But the winds, they have been breezy today, and there's still a breeze at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And again, from the east and northeast. Moisture, dew points are in the upper 50s to low 60s. So our humidity, relative humidity, is right at 78 to 88 to 90%. So, yeah, you can tell back here into Western Kentucky, the atmosphere is starting to saturate a little bit more. So that's why I said some of that north of us is not reaching ground, but everything that's starting to move through here is actually reaching the ground. I can attest to the fact that we're not going to see any kind of bad weather. This is all going. If you hear a rumble of thunder tonight or tomorrow, it's just your ordinary garden variety, harmless thunderstorms. Okay. So here was the severe weather threat today. Nothing here. Here's tomorrow. Again, your garden variety, general, general thunderstorms. Nothing severe. Any severe weather is going to be well to our south. Same goes for Wednesday. Not much happening here. We get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They're all clean and clear like this map. Nothing, nothing showing. So you don't have any weather worries in that regard. Uh, if you're going to be out in the thunderstorms tomorrow, there will be a few that bring some lightning and thunder, but really nothing else. Here's a look at the maps. And we've got the rain coming in, as you just saw on the radar. It's going to overtake the area tonight. There's a upper wave that comes through, and that's going to wring out the available moisture in the atmosphere. So you could hear it raining overnight, maybe even hear a rumble of thunder. But again, nothing severe, and nothing severe expected tomorrow. Here's 7 a.m. in the morning. Heavy rain from along and east of Interstate 65. Low pressure system back to the west. So the wraparound moisture will be there, but the heaviest of rains will be from Bowling Green to the east as the low pressure system moves through tomorrow. Here's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. Coverage then intensifies again into tomorrow night into early Wednesday. But once we get into Wednesday, the showers will begin to pull away as the cold front comes through. And that will shut off the rain temporarily because there's another system coming in from the west. You don't see it there. That's 7 o'clock Wednesday night. But once we get into Thursday morning, you can see it back here west of us. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a new emotion. Eurythmics. 7 a.m. Friday. Scattered showers. Okay, nothing too heavy. Then we get into Saturday, last day of May. Last day of May, Saturday. Showers leave us and we turn sunny and we do warm up. We do warm up. And look at this Sunday, June 1st. Sunday, looking good. Even into Monday, June 2nd, looking good. Um, we're finally looking good, and the temperatures are looking warmer temporarily. I don't think they're going to stay that way because the long range forecast still gives us cooler weather ahead. Here's a look at the QPF next 7 days, and you can see where the best moisture is going to reside, and that's from Texas through the Gulf coastal states and maybe even a little bit into eastern Tennessee and eastern Kentucky. For us, we're looking at inch and a quarter, inch and a half. Some of the rainfall numbers have come down. I know that there were a couple of models that was really pushing some heavy rain. There still may be some in the central and eastern parts of Kentucky tomorrow, but I don't believe that's going to happen here in the 270 Southern Kentucky. It's the best moisture is going to be east of us or way down south. Here's a look at the blender, the model blender showing that we'll go about 75 tomorrow, even with the rain and the thunderstorms. Upper 70s for Wednesday and Thursday, lower 70s or mid 70s Friday. Then we start to see some 80s. It's been a while since we've had 80-degree temperatures, and these temperatures are more in line with where we should be this time of the year. The normal high, 81. It does go 82, 83 the next couple of days into the upcoming weekend, and we're going to be right there. But look at this. Now, the map I showed just this morning showed the next 6 to 10 days was going to trend cooler. But the blender here is showing, well, maybe 4 or 5 days counting today, but not 6 to 10. So either we've got a real big bias in the models that's showing here, or something is wrong, or the 6 to 10 day outlook is off. Something's off because this is showing mid to even upper 80s, a taste of summer, even August like temperatures. So we'll have to see if this is going to hold true. I do think it'll warm up, but will it be that warm? I don't know about that. Don't know about that one. We'll just have to wait and see. Here's a look at the 7 day forecast. We go 75 tomorrow, a good 90 to even 100% chance of rain and thunderstorms tomorrow. Heaviest rains will be up northeast of us, up toward Lexington and say up in the northeastern Kentucky, Ashland, Huntington, Charleston, West Virginia, that area. 76 on Wednesday. We'll see showers in the morning on Wednesday and then clearing. Then we go 78 and dry on Thursday. Mainly dry Friday at 75 with a slight chance of an isolated shower. Then here we go into the 80s. 81 Saturday, 82 Sunday, maybe a late day shower. And by the way, Sunday is the beginning of the Duncan Hines Day. Duncan Hines days. Not just one day, but a whole week full of activities. And you see the little rubber ducky there on Monday with a high of 84. That's indicating, they've got the duck race and all that. It goes with the Duncan Hines Day. So part of it is cake mixes and desserts, but the rest of it's about duck races and all kinds of cool stuff. So it kicks off Sunday and goes into Monday and part of next week, pretty much all of next week. And then that next weekend, oh, that next weekend is the 400-mile yard sale, 6880. Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Well, I'm looking forward to Duncan Hines days too, but I'm really looking forward to a 400-mile yard sale. I always love that. I love the big yard sales. The 127, the 52, which has already happened. There's the 31W, and then the 6880 is the one that's coming next weekend. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. I don't see. Okay, I'm just reading some of your messages here. Yeah, you guys jumped right on in here tonight. Well, that's good. I thought I was going to be too late for some of you because it's 8:30. Oh, 8:30. It's time for me to go to bed because now I get up early. I get up early. Like I get up around 4-ish. No, 3. I get up at 3. I had to remember, what time do I get up? Yeah, I get up at 3 now. But anyway, so now that's why this has moved to the evenings. That's why I'm coming up, but I'm coming on a little bit late tonight. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your Monday night. I hope that your Memorial Day was a good one. I hope that you were able to get out at some point this weekend and take advantage of the nice weather while it did not rain, except for midday yesterday. And now it's starting to rain right now. But hopefully you were able to do that and also just took a little time to remember our heroes, the sacrifice that so many brave men and women have made for our country. I will see you in the morning on Sunrise on News 40, starting at 6 a.m. and then again at noon tomorrow for your Tuesday.